I'm having lunch today at Roganic, a farm-to-table restaurant in the heart of Hong Kong. Joining me is Ivan Tai, a 24-year-old from Hong Kong who runs ECPAL, the city's only subscription-based food waste collection program. How severe is the problem of food waste in Hong Kong, and what made you want to do something about it?
The food waste in Hong Kong is very severe. There's a huge amount of food waste generated every day. So we're here to fill the gap. And we want to advocate food waste recycling.
Roganic is a client of Tai's. Any leftovers and food scraps generated here are taken to a treatment facility to be converted into electricity. Around the world, tons upon tons of edible food are lost every single day. It's estimated that 17% of the global food supply ends up being wasted. That's according to the United Nations. And some believe that the solution to this global challenge lies in technology and digitalization.
Food has always been central to my family's life. There's always a running joke that you never leave a Filipino party without taking home a bunch of food. So food was always all about love, and we were very lucky that we were never in need of it. But every time I think about food, it's all about family. So another way to prevent food waste from going to landfill is to compost.
At a zero-waste kitchen in Pittsburgh, Leah Lizarondo is cooking with Chef Greg Austin and using imperfect-looking ingredients which would otherwise be thrown out.
40%, almost half the food, up to half the food in the United States, can get wasted. This is the land of surplus. And it doesn't get wasted because, we don't have enough technology to harvest or to store food. It gets wasted because there's simply too much. I grew up in the Philippines and moved to New York City in my 20s. And I think one of the things that was surprising to me, moving from a developing country to, a supposedly developed nation, is that, there was still this, poverty. So many in the United States, 40 million, are in poverty and experiencing food insecurity. And I think that was one of the shocking things that we don't see in television or read in magazines necessarily about the land of plenty.
That shock is what spurred Lizarondo to action. With her background in public policy and consumer packaged goods, she launched Food Rescue Hero in 2016, a tech platform aimed at redirecting surplus food and powered by volunteers.
Hunger is not necessarily a supply problem, right? It's a logistics issue, an operational issue that with the technology that we have today can be solved. You download the app, you sign up as a volunteer, and you turn on your push notifications. And once you do that, you're all set. And you will receive push notifications of food that is available to rescue near you. You can click on one that fits your schedule, is convenient for you. And to date, we have about 35,000 people that receive push notifications in these cities of the available food rescues. And they look at it kind of like a bat signal, and they say, oh, I can take that. That's really close to me.
How are you?
Good to see you. Today, stay-at-home parent Melissa Brown is answering that signal. She's picking up a donation from a supermarket to take to a local nonprofit.
Feels like a good win to deliver food to our neighbors as well as to keep food out of the landfills.
Deliveries are dropped off twice a week and benefit senior citizens in the area.
It's making a quite difference, especially due to the pandemic, the high inflation. People just can't buy the amount of food that they used to. So this comes in very handy for especially low-income families.
In the United States, at the height of the pandemic, 1 in 5 Americans became food insecure. And I think that crisis showed us how tenuous and how at risk many people are.
We're not yet really in the South.
In August 2022, Food Rescue Hero teamed up with Argo AI, which builds the software and hardware to enable self-driving vehicles. Together, they're transporting surplus food to local organizations, serving those who are food insecure.
Leah and I thought, why not have the autonomous vehicles serve as volunteers on that network? So in this way, we're not only able to get food where it is needed, we're also doing it in a way that increases safety, is working towards stopping traffic congestion. And so it was really the perfect marriage between our two technologies.
Each Argo AI car is equipped with LiDAR, radar, and cameras, providing a detailed view of its surroundings more than 400 meters in all directions. Whether it's human volunteers or driverless vehicles, Lizarondo says she hopes to be in 100 cities by 2030. Food Rescue Heroes currently operational in 25. And this year, the company celebrated 100 million pounds of food recovered.
Food Rescue Hero is technology for good, but I would say more than being technology for good, it is technology that is people-powered. It's technology that won't work otherwise. It won't work not with one person's participation or 2 or 10. It needs thousands and tens of thousands of us to participate, to work together to solve one of our biggest challenges.